easily fallen off. Bumper to bumper, it's all 100% built right here in the shop. 2011 F350 dually.
What's up, bro?
Man, I can't believe you've still been riding around like this, man.
I'm overdue, right?
Ooh, wait.
What we got here?
Oh, Heath, let's check it out.
Damn.
I'm Bill Carlton. I built my first truck when I was 16. And ever since, me and my guys have been out here creating with our hands. Building the biggest, lowest, baddest custom trucks and cars in the game. People don't come here for what they need. They come here for what they want. This is Texas Metal.
So today I'm going out to Jose's house and meet with him. How you doing, man?
Good.
Jose's a repeat customer, which is my favorite. In fact, the first thing I see is the Kodiak we built. You got a project for me?
Yes, sir. Being that you done such a good job on my Kodiak, I got a new one I'd like for you to take a look at.
Let's see what you got. See, the old Kodiak's still looking good.
Oh, yeah. You see the looks that one gets?
Yeah. Man, this is it.
This is it.
Man, you told me you had a truck, man. You got parts.
Don't get scared. I mean, it's majority all there. This here, 1966 Chevrolet C10. Solid truck.
No rust on it, not all rusted.
No. I wouldn't have bought it if it was all rusted out.
Right. The Chevy C10 is one of my favorite trucks. With its iconic lines and body style, there are endless custom possibilities. So overall, it looks like it's pretty good condition, huh?
Yes, sir. I've owned the 66 truck about 3 months. Bought it from a neighbor of mine who had tore it down to rebuild it and never got around to it. I mean, of course, I want y'all to do a full-on like you did my Kodiak.
You know, that's always scary to come in, you know, second, third, fourth, 20th down the line. You don't know what parts are missing. It makes it a little more difficult when it's not a complete vehicle to start with. Motor.
Well, you want to see what it's got in there? So, yeah, it's going to be a motor.
Well, that's the way we like it. We just put what we want in it, right?
Right.
You know, there's a lot of things missing on Jose's truck. I mean, bumpers went like this and just, you know, think they should just go straight to the junkyard.
There is one thing that I want you to change that's maybe out of the ordinary. I want you to take this dash out.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to incorporate this style of dash into the truck you're going to build me.
You want to cut the dash out of this?
No. Not taking out of this car.
Jose is known in Houston for his Impalas. He has some of the nicest restorations I've seen. They're real showstoppers.
We'll get another one, but this dash in that
just
truck.
Impala feel in it.
Yes. And then we're going to paint the style of trim off the Impala on the sides.
This style,
I like
60,
more the 61
61. So you want a Chevy Impala truck?
Basically.
Bringing the Impala side of his life into a truck build, I think it's a perfect fit. I mean, Impalas are, you know, prevalent in his life, and it's definitely going to make this one-of-a-kind truck.
The end goal is absolutely to drive it. I don't like trailering my stuff.
You want something you can just jump in, drive to California, win a car show over there, come back with the trophy in the back.
Drive it there and back. That's
right.
What I want.
Jose has a great idea, but at this point, this 50-year-old Chevy is basically just parts. Maybe the biggest challenge is there's a lot of work to make it right. I can't even tell you how many C10s we built at Extensive, more than I can remember. So I love combining the best of two classics, the distinctive body design of a C10 and the style and flair of an Impala. The key is making it seamless, so you can't tell where one ends and the other begins.
Man, I like these trucks.
This thing's cool. Good looking truck.
Ooh, what we got? Oh, man. I thought there's going to be something there. So we have a whole lot of nothing. So what's the plan?
We got a long list for this truck. I mean, we're building the whole truck. We're going to build cross between a 66 Chevy and like 60s Impala truck. My plan is a new 6.2 LS engine and a grill, bumper, and headlights. We'll hand make an air suspension for 24-inch wheels and tires. On the inside, we'll swap out that old dash with an actual 60s Impala dash, and we'll build one-of-a-kind interior, door panels, console, and seats.
You know, the cool part is C10s are so popular. There's so much readily available.
Thanks, man. You just jinxed that for us.
I did not. All right.
Finally, we'll give this truck a full paint job and airbrush Impala trim down the sides. There will not be another one like this anywhere.
Man, the airbrush gotta look really badass on this truck, make it look cool.
It does.
What are we gonna call it? We gotta come up with a name.
Huh?
C10 Alma? Is that what this is? Imposter. Because it's not really an Impala, it's a truck.
Pasta?
Man, that does sound good. I'm hungry too.
Whatever it's called, anytime we take over someone else's build, I'm always worried what we're gonna find. But we'll never know for sure until we tear it down. Man, you ready to do this?
I guess.
Let's just get it on the lift and
Take it apart.
start cutting.
Grab that side of the hood. Let's pull it out. Put it on top of here for now. Pull it up.
Before we get it back up, let's get the glass out, pull the bed, pull the rear end, then we'll cut the frame.
All right. Not bolted. Not even bolted. Hey, Bill, there's no bolts in this bed, man.
Then I hope there is. Then hauled it on a wrecker over here.
For real, it's not bolted down. Check it out. On the back or on this side.
Oh, man. More often than not, when we get vehicles from other shops, there's been corners cut. And those can be dangerous corners. Oh,
Hey, made it here, so.
good thing it didn't on 59. If I would have hit a bump, this could have easily fallen off. We got lucky.
What's the plan, Bill?
Roll it as far as we can and take the bed off.
Help us take the bed off real quick.
Man.
What's up, man? Woo.
Look, what I tell you about doing side work, man.
Man, I can do a better job than that.
Man, I hope so. To make this truck ride low, somebody cut a notch right into the frame. That weakens it, and that's no bueno. What does that side look like?
This side's worse.
Yeah, they made room to lower it, but this thing gets in an accident, gets rear-ended, this thing can fold up and break in half. I mean, we'll definitely cut that section out. You know, this truck's like an onion. You can just peel back the layers. It's enough to make you cry.
What happened now?
No matter what we do, we're still gonna have the factory frame under it. Let's just build a whole new frame. Front bumper to back bumper. I was trying to clean stuff up like this. Man, all this, there's no matter what we do, you can't get rid of this. Just start fresh. You know, there's no sense even trying to salvage this frame. It'd be faster, safer, just to build a whole new frame from scratch. Let's do it. I built at least 60 custom frames over the years. Each one is completely one of a kind. Start drawing the new chassis for the 66 Chevy. The way I lay these out on paper is just a quick little sketch that, you know, that's the way I've been doing it all my life. Bumper to bumper, it's all 100% built right here in the shop. Cool, man. Now we got all these measurements. Let's transfer them to the table. Once we have everything transferred to the table, you can start cutting the pieces, man. Go. Little jigsaw puzzle, right? Building a custom frame that's the first thing you do when you're building a custom car. Everything 100% level, true, square. We'll go from 2x4 here, the main tube, up to 2x3. There's no compromises and something like that. I mean, this is the whole foundation for the whole vehicle. So this has to be absolutely perfect. You're gonna make two like that, 90 degrees.
All right.
And
Perfect.
And once.
Right. All right, man.
All right, holla if you need.
Bill basically got all the templates cut out, all my measurements and everything. So what I'm going to do is cut everything in doubles on our saw. I need to go ahead and hurry up and get this done properly. Bill's a perfectionist. He expects a lot out of me, so I need to do a good job.
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah?
custom frame for the 66 Chevy C10. The major advantage of building a full chassis is just rigidity, the looks. This is stronger now, this custom frame, than the factory frame, ever imagined to be. Just get it squared real quick. 126 and a half. Ready?
Yeah.
126 and an 8. On the frame, we're dealing with less than 1/16 inch tolerance. This thing needs to be exact. Our name is on the in 5/16. The tape measure is crooked where you're holding it. There you go. That's it, man. It looks good, man. Now to mock up the positioning of the axle. All right, ready?
Yep.
Alright. Got a little weight to it. It all works together. The position of the axle dictates where we install the air suspension, which creates the stance of the truck. Let me scoot it back a little bit and we'll get a center line of where to start from.
Okay.
You need to scoot back or what?
Yeah, I'm good right here.
On a job like this, we like to use 1 1/4" Schedule 40 pipe to make the frame more rigid. And it's not just function. I like that it gives it a unique look. Man, it's pretty close, a little step closer. We're just gonna keep adding pipes and weld it to the frame and turn it into a work of art. By the time we're done with this, there's gonna be probably 85 to 100 feet of just rolled pipe just to make this over the top. Most people just build frame rails front to back, just bare minimal. What I like doing is just creating something totally different, something nobody's ever seen before. Damn, that looks good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad our old client Julio is coming back to Extensive. A couple years back, we built this 2011 F350 for him. But we have some unfinished business.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? How you been?
Man, all right.
Yeah? Good to see you, good to see you.
Man, the old thing's still looking good.
Yeah, it's running real good, man. I acquired the 2000 F350 about 2 years ago, and I immediately brought it to Extensive to get the suspension done. Get a lot of attention, bro, everywhere I take it, from just driving around in town or towing a 2-car hauler, it turns a lot of heads.
Hell yeah.
Now we just got to finish off the interior. Obviously, I get a lot of props because of the suspension and big wheels, the 26-inch Forgiatos. A lot of people look at the vehicle and they're curious to see what the interior looks like. So I had to tint the windows super dark because the interior's not done.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, man. I'm overdue, right? Man, I can't believe you've still been riding around like this, man. Come on. We're past due. Not everyone has the time and the money to do it all at once. It's pretty common to finish these builds in stages. Man, we need to make the inside of this look just as good, better than the outside. Right? Man, I love that flowing console. Definitely cover the seats. Headliner, build new door panels. I'm all for it. I know Bill and the crew here at Extensive Metalworks are going to do a great job, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's go get you hooked up. Let's do it. I know you want some crazy stereo in there, too. Let's make it happen. Not everybody can just come drop off a car and say, here you go. Let me know how much I owe you at the end. Sometimes you get projects in that come in stages. And here we are with Julio's truck. Man, he's in for the last little stage of his build. Been a long time coming, as you can see. It's well worn. So we're going to get him hooked up. The outside of the dually looks fresh and one of a kind. So for the interior, I'm thinking we'll color match everything to the dark brown of the dash. Handmade leather seats, custom headliner, door panels, kicks, and topped off with a slick stereo system. All over. So I asked Heath and Jonah to rip out all the factory stuff, everything.
I'll go ahead and start unbolting these seats. Okay. You start jerking off these door panels. Cool. And I don't mean that in a bad way. This truck started out as a work truck.
Interior's just torn up from daily use, but that's cool. You're not gonna be able to recognize it when we're done. You got it.
Ta-da!
Okay, I got my chipboard up here. It's gonna be a template for our console that's gonna actually flow right into our wraparound. To do that, I need to make a template first that matches all the way to the dash. And then I'm gonna cut it out of some 1/2" MDF. We're gonna do a process called kerfing, which will allow me to fold the wood, basically bend it, to get our nice little curves that we need.
F350 interior design is well on its way.
Heath is working the console into shape.
The lid of this console, we have to curve the wood. We've got it marked off in certain segments, which will allow me to fold the wood. We cut it almost all the way through, leaves a thin layer on top, which keeps it attached, but allows you to curve it. Okay, we got all our curving done. As you can see, we got our shape. It's gonna curve just like we want to follow the curve of the console. So now I gotta attach it to my sides that I already made, body work it out, make it look cool. Once the body filler hardens, I sand it smooth, and then I bevel the edges. This gives it awesome lines and curves.
So far, Julio's F350 interior is looking great, but the part that needs the most attention is the seats. So I got Jonah hand making the ultra leather parts for the seat covers.
I'm gonna get these two glued together. We'll glue the vinyl on here, we'll get it pressed in there, and then that should give us the nice look of the dash that we're going for. So when working this vinyl, you want to start from the center and go out. If you don't, you'll get a bunch of pulled vinyl in the wrong spots. And there's our insert. I can start sewing it in with the rest of my patterns. All right, now that I have this thing all sewn together, we're gonna slip it on here and it should fit first try. Fits nice.
With the new frame on Jose's 66 C10 built, it's time to start thinking about what's going under the hood. Jose picked his own engine and it just arrived at the shop.
What kind of motor is this, man?
6.2 out of Escalade.
Build or stock?
No, this is stock, man, but it comes with 400 horsepower stock, so it should be good to go.
Hell yeah.
She's yours now. Man, that ain't what I want to see. Jose didn't tell me he's got a 6-speed. I knew Jose was getting the 6.2, but the 6-speed is way bigger than I expected. It's 16 inches. Man, there's no way that's going to fit underneath there. You got to cut a huge hole in the tunnel to make room for this thing.
If stuff like this didn't happen, I wouldn't have nothing to do.
Well, in that case, you can cut the tunnel out.
Great.
Our only choice is cutting a hole in the floor and making it fit.
Hey, close the door.
You ever punch yourself in the face doing something like that?
Nah, you?
Of course.
Hold on, mate. You got these wires.
16. This truck, there's plenty of room to work with. Later model vehicles, you run into a lot of factory AC. It's kind of nice to get a job like this where you can just get in, cut it out. We're cutting a hole in the firewall on the floor that's just big enough for the engine and transmission to fit through. Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir, I am ready.
Here goes nothing.
Come on in. Pick up right here. Pick up more. We're going to check to see if our measurements work correct. That went way easier than I thought it would. While we reinforce and weld this tunnel, the engine's going off to get painted.
Jose's really into the Impalas. He has a couple of them at his house. So what we're going to do on this truck is keep the Impala theme. So to take it over the top, we're going to cut this dash out and put an Impala dash in this truck. Now we have the stock dash cutout, let's just hope Spot can find us an Impala dash. If not, we may be making one.
So today, I'm out hunting a 1960s Impala dash. Luckily, Houston has one of the largest Impala communities, and one of the best places anywhere is run by my boy Bruce.
What's up, brother?
Doing all right. He does some truly top-notch restorations himself, and usually has whatever Impala parts you need.
What you looking for today?
Man, I'm looking for some parts.
Impala parts, I hope.
For sure. Specifically one thing. Dash. But for a truck.
Oh, a truck?
Yeah.
We need to find the right length of it, and so it'll fit in. You won't have any gaps or anything.
Exactly. Even if we got to cut it up, though, we'll make it fit.
Perfect.
Man, you always got all the cool stuff.
My organized mess.
There you go.
All right. Here's some of what I got. How about this one?
Man, that is badass. Only thing is, I was hoping that you had the whole dash, cut out around the windshield.
If this won't work, I have a couple full dashes I could let you check out. Watch your step. This one is out of a 5960 Impala. All the gauges are complete. It has the radio, the glove box.
Looking for?
I guess the only thing is to talk about is price.
Would 400 buy it?
For a bill, I'll do it for 400.
Man, bet. Appreciate it.
Let's load it up.
Thank you, brother. I'll come back talk to you soon.
Cool. Take it easy.
Bruce gave us a smoking deal on this dash. It's got a little bit of rust, but I think it's going to look perfect in this C10 truck. Get it? Got it, man. You're going to like this one. It's clean.
The bottom, man.
Minus the rust. We're going to cut that off anyway.
Bruce came through, huh?
Man, it's the nicest one he had.
He probably had 5 or 6 of them laying around.
He had quite a few, man. Pieces and parts, everything.
Man, that thing's gonna look good in there. But let's get in the truck. Check it out. Yeah. The dash is better than I expected. The question is, how are we gonna fit it in this truck? Hold it right there. Could scoot it over. Well, all the way to the dash, that's gonna look, man, it ain't gonna look right. Man, if you center this up, man, the radio and everything is going to look offset. It's going to look out of whack. We knew this wasn't going to be an easy fit. The Impala dash is shorter than the C10 body, so it definitely doesn't look right. This ain't going to work. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Man, it ain't gonna work. Anytime you try to install a part out of a different vehicle, like we're doing with this 66 C10, you know you're gonna have some issues. You got your 2 buckets, you got your nice console that goes all the way up to the dash. See how it's not symmetrical there? It's all pushed over. It's gonna look just out of whack. Man, we're gonna have to cut it. We're gonna have to cut it and split it down the middle to make it symmetrical. So let's split it right down the middle, right around the radio bezel, and straight down right there. And then we'll move this whole side over, and then we'll add a little section right in it. It's gonna look good. We'll make it look good. That's how it is around here. The big bills and the... We're good. We do everything, but we're a metal shop first and foremost. That's why we have guys like Tim around. He's a finisher. He gets the job done. Now we have a dash cut apart. We need to fill these pieces back in with some sheet metal. The way we'll do that, we'll usually overcut it. If you cut it a little bit bigger, trace it back with a pen. You can use your snips for a real precise cut. And when you go to fill it in, the metal butts up really well, and it's easier to weld back together. This way, the body guys won't have to use as much filler to make the body completely smooth.
Jose wants an Impala truck, Tim and the guys are going to install Impala door handles.
We took the whole Impala handle, and this sheet metal already has an indention and indention where it fits real good. We're going to cut out this Impala door handle out of an existing Impala door, and Fernando's going to fit it into the Chevy truck. What he's going to do now, basically got a round surface to something kind of flat. So you got to manipulate it to the door to make it fit the door real smooth. And these old cars are good about having a real thick quality door. Any aftermarket door skin you try to buy is real thin, real flimsy. These work real well to retrofit them into other doors. So now what we'll do is get this cleaned off real well, and then they'll come back and start laying some body wear and do some primer, and we'll be on to paint.
Heath and Jonah are finished making the interior pieces for Julio's F350. Now it's time to install them. We pretty much made everything in here. So now this truck is finally custom inside and out. Place with him and his boys all hanging out to show him his new interior. Julio, I know we've been friends for a long time. You've been a great customer. Man, I know you've been going to the shows, Julio. Pull up in the dually, looking good, but with your dark ass windows.
So it's been terrible having to go to shows in the dually and not being able to show the inside. I mean, for a while, it's kind of embarrassed. You and my guys are always giving me a hard time. So I'm anxious to see what Bill and the guys have come up with. I'm ready to see it. Where's it at?
Let's give my boy Heath to bring it around.
Can't even see inside of it.
That used to be a good thing.
What's it gonna be? What we got here?
Come on, Heath, let's check it out.
What you guys think, huh? Yeah. Look at that. So wow, it was crazy whenever Heath pulled up and opened that door, just seeing my interior is phenomenal.
Man, my guys, Heath, Jonah, they just kick ass on every project, no matter what it is.
The hard part about this truck was making the inside look as good as the outside. It's got a good, elegant, but tough feel to it, man. I hope you dig it, brother.
I love it, man.
Yeah. It's, man, you know, the wrap around through the back, it just hugs you when you sit in it, man. It just is super comfortable. I mean, even to the door panels, you see just completely sculpted, all handmade by this man right here. They're just stylish and really loud. I mean, there's a lot of power in this thing. There's 3,000 watts in this truck.
Damn.
10-inch sub that just, you feel it.
Yeah, I'm really happy the way it came out. I can't thank you guys enough, man.
Hell yeah.
Now the truck's really complete.
Almost.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna pull this tin off now. You know, Julio's not gonna have any problems having to, you know, be embarrassed to having the door shut at the show anymore.
You did a badass job, bro.
Thank you, man.
Look forward to doing plenty of business together, man.
Hell yeah. Framework is something Extensive is known for. Case in point, the frame on Jose's 66 C10. But that's no good hidden, so I'd asked Rudy to make a trap door in the bed. With the flip of a switch, that electric actuator will lift up and show off that frame.
So we got these hinges here. Once we get these both, so once the truck lays out, the door will open, and you'll be able to see the whole custom frame we've done. I'm gonna have to modify it. The spar doesn't want to sit into place where it needs to be. I'm gonna have to modify the hinges here. They're still too high.
Whenever you're fabricating a custom part, like Jose's trap door on the 66 C10, there's always a lot of cutting and welding to get it just right. Rudy's got to modify those hinges so it'll lift that bed smoothly.
So that'll work. We can actually see how they're going to actually work. So once the truck hits the floor, it opens the door. Dope. Hinges are all welded up to the frame. Now we're going to go ahead and just add 3 more pieces of the cross members just to reinforce it, give it a little bit more strength because it's going to carry all the wood on top of it. Once we put that in, we'll test the frame and see how these hinges work. All right. There we go. Once the truck hits the floor, door will go up. You'll be able to see all the hard work Jamie and Bill did, make it look all nice and fancy.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Tighten this up. Right now we're just mocking up the last little bit of the suspension, just the upper control arm mounts. Once we have those in place, the next step, building the bag mount, shock mounts, then the suspension is totally done.
Looks good right there.
Crank it up.
All right.
As you can see, we got all the geometry right. The thing at rod height is absolutely perfect. When we deflate it, let all the air out, the truck sets completely flat on the ground, even with the huge wheels. So that's exactly what we want. We don't want the wheels to look like the truck's broke. We want everything to look like it's right on the money. So that's what it is. Man, Jamie, that fits good. Before we paint, every vehicle goes through rigorous bodywork preparation. The old paint gets stripped off and every scratch, dent, hole gets filled. When everything's flawless and perfectly smooth, we move it over to paint. I'm gonna go with the metallic root beer color, which will add even more style to this iconic truck. And Charlie's gonna make this paint really stand out.
So for the 66 C10, there's a lot of curves and stuff in there. So with the brown that we've chosen and the metallics and the pearls that are all in it, it just gives the whole thing a different effect. Every angle that you look at it, every way you look at it, or every light that you put it in, it'll actually give it different tones. So when you're spraying paint, a lot of these guys, that's their number one deal where they fail. You know, you can't just point a gun and think that it's gonna cover everything. You know, every angle that the panel has, your fan needs to be facing that panel so that way you get maximum coverage on everything. So you don't have dry spots in it, clouds in it, or anything like that. You know, Jose's gonna take this truck to a lot of different big shows. Everybody's gonna have this truck under the finest microscope. So everything on this truck has to be perfect.
Jose specifically didn't want chrome trim on this truck, but he wanted to airbrush it instead. To do this, we bring in one of the best airbrush guys around to get that perfect chrome look. I know we talked about a 60 Impala trim, but I want to switch this. Gotcha. Truck. You know, I think like a 62 Impala trim is going to look the best. You know, fit the body lines of this thing the best.
You're right. No swoops or nothing. It just streamlined.
Yeah.
I think it look good too.
Hell yeah.
The yellow tape is really, I'm using it as a guide. I wanted to come off this body line, or this seam, so to speak. I wanted to come off that a certain amount of distance, and this blue fine line tape is what is going to be the definition where the simulated chrome is going to start. Once I get it laid out, then I'll start spraying in the colors as I go. All right, what I'm doing now is just mixed up some white. This will be my base for the chrome. Once this is on, I can come back with my airbrush and start putting different shades of black and blue and everything to give it that reflective look. What I'm doing now is our horizon line. So these are going to be three-dimensional looking, so they look rounded, and everything that's on the bottom side of the horizon line is going to be dark, and everything on the top side is going to be light, and that'll give the impression that it's double chrome.
I've been a junkyard kid. Basically, I grew up around hot rods. I was helping my dad in the garage, and this is pretty much what I was born to do. So here at Extensive, I'm a welder fabricator. Basically, anything Bill needs to have handled, he'll put me on a job and I'll complete the task. I've been here for about 4 years now. It's been quite a learning experience since I've been here. Every time I work with Bill, I learn something new. I couldn't ask to work with anybody smarter or better than those about fabrication, welding, or air suspension, period. When I had a chance to come work here, I jumped right on it. I told him basically I could build a space shuttle and made him laugh. Packed my stuff in garbage bags within an hour and was on the road heading to Houston to come work at this shop.
Things are coming together on Jose's C10. To make the truck pop under the hood, I've had the frame powder coated and parts of the engine polished. Now we're marrying them together.
That's it, Matt. All right, cool. Bring it down the rest of the way. All right. Good, it's there.
While the guys bolt the cab to the frame, we're going to install the hardwood into the bed. A type of wood from West Africa that looks like zebra stripes. While the bed is being finished, the rest of the team is getting the front of the truck buttoned up.
All right, hold right there.
So it's an all hands on deck situation. We're getting the truck ready for delivery, and it's out the door.
Go forward. Should be it right there, huh? Gotta kind of go low with it.
Dang, it's slippery.
Now to get the bed attached.
Going up.
We'll go ahead and bolt that bed and we can test out the trap door.
And as a final touch, Rudy's installing the actuators to lift the bed.
So this is our actuator. It's gonna pretty much open and close our trap door. We're gonna go ahead and place it here, bolt one to the frame, then one to our trap door, and this rod will pretty much push out, which is gonna lift up our trap door so we can take a look at all the good work we did on this frame. Who said we couldn't pop trunk with the truck?
Jose gets together once a month with all his boys. All of Jose's buddies are classic Impala collectors. They're a wealth of knowledge here today. And, you know, what better place to show off his Impala truck? Right here. Jose, short time ago, you had parts of a truck. You didn't have a whole truck, but you had a nice little project.
Nice project, absolutely.
Remember, no motor, no interior, missing pieces, a lot.
Missing a lot of pieces.
A lot. You wanted to bring little Impala touches into the build, into the 66. I think you're going to love it. You're going to love it.
I can't wait to see it.
Let's get old Jamie to bring it out for you.
When that door opened, it was unbelievable. Way more than I expected. Color was unbelievable.
The way the sun hit it, it just looked beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
Very nice.
When that thing hit the floor, oh my gosh. It was like, it was wow.
That's unbelievable.
He's a great fabricator, and, you know, we handmade every part and piece of the suspension, frame, everything.
Looks good, man.
You have a one-of-a-kind 66 Chevy.
Wow. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get it to some of the local shows and maybe even some of the out-of-town shows. And I'm not worried about the trophy side of it because it's going to win. I mean, there's not another one out there like that right now.
I mean, first thing you see is the smooth bumper, grill, all color matched.
Right.
Of course, you can't miss the 24x10s in the front, 24x15s in the rear. Thing just looks like a steamroller going down the road. And of course, the Impala trim on the side.
And that had to be there. Something Impala had to be in there. Absolutely.
That airbrush looked badass.
I know y'all see that stripe on the side. Anybody guess what year? 62.
Man, you talking to Impala guys, really? You talking to Impala boys. With the airbrushing on the side, that was just an added detail that I wasn't expecting, but it sure did make it made the truck, if you ask me.
Even the door handle, man. You probably didn't even notice. It's got an Impala door handle.
I noticed. You ain't gonna get that one by me.
Wood bed. It's a zebra wood in the back, man. It's really unique, one of a kind. It is all handmade.
Zebra wood.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that existed. But that's good. Man, you guys really outdid yourselves. That's unbelievable.
Got you a little something special in the back, too. The switch. Got a little compartment back here where you can just show off that custom framework and all the powder coating. 9-inch rear end.
Wow, look at that. Unbelievable.
That was good.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
Jamie and I put a lot of hard work into this frame. Now Jose can open this bed up and show the world just what we created. Let's check out the interior.
Let's do it. Wow.
How pretty.
That dash, man.
Man, you guys went above and beyond what I was expecting. It's unbelievable.
That's what you wanted.
That's what I wanted. But you wanted to take my dash out of my car. That wasn't gonna happen. That Impala dash turned out pretty sick. I mean, they did a great job.
And that's what Extensive does. They do unique projects.
Let's check out the motor.
Ooh.
There you go. Wow. But is it fast?
Hell yeah, it's fast. There's 6.2 LS, 6-speed transmission. That thing does haul ass.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Hearing about this truck for so long and to actually see it, it was beautiful. And finally it was done. And, and he's happy.
You and the guys at Extensive did way above my expectations, man. Jamie, great job, boy.
Thanks, man.
That's unbelievable.
I know Jose really likes this.
60 to 70 pieces just by eyeballing.
You got your work cut out ahead of you.
Hey, Shorty.
Is this a license plate frame? What we got going on?
That's why you don't buy cars when you're drinking. Hey, you can fire this thing up yet?
Let's do it. Now, what about my 1,000 horsepower bill?
It's a 63 C10.
Hope this thing have more horsepower than that.
Oh, whoa. You got a leak.
Man, it's pouring from there.
I'm Bill Carlton. I built my first truck when I was 16. And ever since, me and my guys have been out here creating with our hands. Building the biggest, lowest, baddest custom trucks and cars in the game. People don't come here for what they need. They come here for what they want. This is Texas Metal.
It's pretty cool to look back from where I started to where I am now. Man, it's a total blessing. Years ago, working a little, never thought it would actually turn into a business, much less, a thriving business. Sitting behind the desk, drawing a picture of the car, playing with your colored pencils, that's not building a car. At Extensive, we're a working shop. You bust your ass every day. You create with your hands. I feel my job is I lead by an example. I don't ever ask anybody from the shop to do something that I wouldn't do myself. Today I came out to meet with my friend Stan. How you doing, man? All right.
See you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Stan's the owner of the original Lupe Tortilla, and he's a total car nut. He's got multiple airplane hangars full of cars. Right now he has a car he wants to put the Extensive touch on. This is it, huh?
That's it.
It's a super nice car already. This 1961 is one of my favorite Cadillac designs. Back in the 60s, this was space age. Electric door locks, power windows, power seats, cruise control, AC. This thing was top of the line.
That's it. It's a girl right there. The girl for my girl.
Stan wants this to be an anniversary surprise for his wife, Sheila.
She saw this thing at the auction. She lit up like a wine car because I'd had about 4 glasses of wine. She was excited, and I bought the car, so it's a wine car.
Sheila's not your typical housewife. She loves cars, and she races them on the weekend, too. Seems like a solid car.
You get closer, it needs some love. Missing a chrome piece here, missing a bumper. Grill's a little edgy, couple little things.
A few little issues here and there.
Few little issues. Look really pretty under the hot lights of the auction. Look really pretty with my wife sitting in the car, but when we got it home, we got it in the natural light. Not so pretty. So look closer, because I want you to know what you're getting into. The dash is all cracked, and this carpet looks like it came out of my dog's doghouse. It's final.
How would anybody put a vinyl on a car the potential to be what this can be, you know?
So you just need a makeover.
It's a total makeover.
You know, those auctions can make any car look good. There's always more than meets the eye.
It's a little bit of a blank canvas for you. I'm not going to tie you down.
All right.
You know, just turn you loose and do your deal. I mean, I've seen what you do and do it. You know?
Oh, man. So, we're definitely going to build you a super nice car and have a...
Don't get me in trouble with her now.
No. We won't do that.
There's no secret that I'm a car nut, but I've never really done one myself. I want this one to stand out.
Take it to the next step.
I want to knock her off her feet.
So I need to get busy.
Yeah, you need to get started.
Classic cars, but he's never had a custom car built. I can't wait to give him a taste of the custom world. Spot you driving?
Sure. Giddy up.
Straight back. Oh, thank you. Anytime a classic like this comes through the door, we're always thinking, what can we do to set this apart from any other build? There's been a ton of custom Cadillacs built, so what can I do to make this one stand out? Come on, Spot. Come on, Spot.
Hey.
Come on, man.
Never gonna end. What's this?
61. This is for Stan Holt. He's going to give this away to his wife, Sheila, for their anniversary. So we got to take it to the next level.
What's the plan?
Man, the plan is, since this is Stan's first custom, I want to mix it up a little bit with a little old and new, accentuating what makes this a legendary Cadillac while giving it enough custom style for his racer wife, 22-inch billet wheels. And I want to paint it in the reddest red they make, with a handmade red leather interior all the way into the trunk. These V8s are known for reliability, so we'll clean this thing up, get it back up to its former glory.
Question, does it run?
It does not run right now. The motor transmission is in the car, but as far as like running, driving, no.
With an auction-bought car, you never know how long they've been sitting, much less the last time they ran.
Man, I can just look at this quick walk around, and I can tell you, we're missing probably 60 to 70 pieces just by eyeballing.
You got your work cut out ahead of you, buddy.
Good condition chrome for a 50-year-old caddy can be hard to find. Not to mention, it ain't cheap.
But if y'all don't get it done, his wife's just gonna miss anniversary presents. There's no pressure.
Yeah,
no we
pressure.
will get it done, as long as you get the parts. I'm gonna start by getting my boys Heath and John start tearing this thing down from the inside out. Hey, remember when all these cars have bench seats, man?
Oh yeah, you always just reach over, grab your girl, slide her in close.
Gotta love them.
Oh,
There she is. These caddies were badass back in the day. They had the long fins and bench seats, chrome for days.
Nowadays, cars got clips, man. I'm glad these things got screws. Makes it a whole lot easier to take apart without damaging anything.
Almost. Oh, we about got this one tore apart. Let's get carpet out of it.
Yes, sir.
Come on. This is a terrible way to go about this. Here's one piece.
What the hell is this?
What is that?
Looks like a rat's nest. Like, so besides the wiring being a rat's nest, we have a real rat's nest.
Is the rat still in there?
Not that I can tell.
This is Texas. We find all kind of critters in the car. Rats, scorpions. One time they even found a rattlesnake.
Man, I hate snakes. Get this sucker tore down.
There it is.
All right.
These caddy dashes are made out of 1 million parts. Not to mention the other 1 million parts underneath that you can't see. That should do it. Ta-da! Sweet. That's a good start.
I've been working with John and Heath in interiors for over a decade. They're always thinking of ways to go even bigger.
The plan is bright red on red. Custom kick panels, door panels, dash, and trunk. Same thing on every car. Unless it's a truck. Ooh, touche.
Well, these panels will actually fit inside. This up here is going to be a unique piece that we're going to make out of aluminum. And then we're going to bring that finned aluminum look all the way into the rear quarters. And we make everything from scratch, start over, give us a lot stronger panel. And so now we're gonna go ahead and screw this metal piece on so we get a factory fit. Then we're gonna go ahead and get John to come over here and start laying the fiberglass on so we can mold this.
We're about to take our grinder, trim out and shape the edges. All right, Heath. Ow. All right, looks like it's gonna fit good. All right, so all of our insert jigs fit. We can pull them out, we can pull the panels out, and we can get ready to start body working everything in. Now we're gonna take our body filler, we're gonna go around and we're gonna mold in all of our trim rings to make sure that everything flows in nice and smooth with the door panel. All right, we've got it all attached now. We're gonna take body filler, fill in our edges, make our trim rings, and let her dry.
With classics I like in the trunk.
We have a false floor in here because it allows us to hold everything together without actually screwing into the metal of the vehicle. So next step, what we're gonna do is we build this back panel. It's gonna come meet the edge of the trunk. When it's all done and wrapped, you're gonna see seams line up perfectly through here. We'll mark that latch, and we'll router out our opening. And then we're gonna reinforce with fiberglass and reshape this whole top area to allow us to get more of a softer edge. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set it in, make sure it looks like we want. Much better now, the way it rolls around. Perfect.
With this caddy strip down, these guys will hand make almost every piece of the interior. It's heavy labor, but it's always worth it.
What's going on, guys?
Brett, what's up? Because Sheila's a race car driver, I really want this thing to pop. Got it?
I got it.
So I asked my boy Brett at A&A Auto Color to bring in the brightest reds he can find.
All right, I got a few colors for you. Like a Viper red. It's about as bright as it's going to get. This one, it's got more of a magenta in it, so it's going to look more like a deeper red. And this is just a red. I'll just leave it at that.
Man, this one's way too dark. This one looks dark too compared to that, man. That's it. That's it, man. Redder than red. That's exactly what this car needs.
That's about as bright as it's going to get.
Man, that just screams, you know, I'm a badass race car driver in a custom Cadillac, right?
Yeah.
You should call that one Tim Red.
Look into that.
Why is he even over here? He's colorblind.
I was about to say.
My boy Brett always comes through. I'm gonna hand this off to Harold. He can prep and paint. Then we can get to the heavy, heavy lifting, customizing every piece of the air ride. Good. All right, we got the 61 Caddy in the body shop. The guys are about to start stripping it down, totally disassembling the car for the color change, and the next step is a new color. My friend Walter's coming by today. He's a local DJ. You know, he's seen the 63 Chevy truck we call Hard Times at a car show. You know, he loved it. Weren't planning on selling it, but he just made us an offer we couldn't refuse. Now he wants us to make this show truck something he can get in and drive every day. Walter, what's up, man?
What's up, Bill?
Where you been?
What's up, Tim? Give me some of that. Give me some of that white skin, baby. What's up?
You wake up or what?
Oh, man.
It's like
hard
noon.
for me to get up. Hard for me to get up. I sleep all day.
You ready to check this thing out, man?
Man, I'm ready to get this puppy going. You know, that's why I'm here today. Check out the truck to see what I need to do to get it on the road. Can't wait to get it out there and let the people see it. Hope this thing have more horsepower than that.
When we built this one for SEMA, it was just meant to be a show truck. We didn't even have time to get the twin turbos running. So now we have a ton of work to do to make it roadworthy. You know, the whole thing needs to be wired up. Even like on the inside, you know, as far as like shifter linkage, kick panels, The carpet's in there, but Walt, I'd like to put some nicer stuff.
Well, I want the good carpets, what I call, I don't know the name of it, I just call them the nappy head carpet. So that's the top of the line. So if you got the nappy head carpet.
The brand name?
No, go know what you're talking about.
We'll get spot on that. And there is no radio in here.
Oh man, gotta have that radio. Tim, I got to have the radio.
You know you gotta have the stereo.
I want something that's like boom, boom, boom.
There you go. We can handle that. Walter's an old friend. I love busting his chops, but we'll take care of him.
All right, well, check it out. This thing should make 1,000 horsepower, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it's 6.2 with twin turbos. We've never had it on a dyno, but we got you, Walter.
Well, check it out. I appreciate you guys, man, and y'all call me when it's ready. If I get to the dyno and it's under 1,000, I'm gonna just have to say, hey, Bill, Tim, y'all told me 1,000. Not 999, 1,000 horsepower.
Man, a couple years ago when this truck first hit SEMA, man, it was just a huge hit for us. There was a crowd around it the whole weekend. It made people just take notice that, the guys from Texas are doing it. And this truck's always going to be a show truck. But driving it on the street, that just shows everybody that you can have both. You go get groceries in this thing, turn around and go to the car, hopefully hanging out the window is so big. I want to turn this 63 Chevy C10 show truck into a show and go truck with a few new touches. Interior, stereo, because it's Houston, a new AC. And after sitting for a while, biggest job of all, getting the twin turbos running. I can't wait to get this thing going. Let him enjoy it. It's kind of sad to see it go. I mean, every one of these projects, you put your heart and soul into, but it's time to move on to the next one.
Man, you can fire this thing up yet?
I'm about to.
Because it was a rush for SEMA, it never got to the point of running. Justin and Matt are engine experts. They originally installed the turbo system on this truck, and they can't wait to hear it run.
We're not getting sparked.
We've been so slammed at the shop, we hadn't had a chance to get this thing started. One of the worst things you can do is just let a high-performance motor sit. Parts can seize up, fuel lines can gum up, get no power.
They're pulsing.
Cool, man. Come holler at me when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
I'll be here when you start it.
All right, hold what you got, Matt. We're about to start cycling the fuel system. We're going to start looking for leaks. Everything looks good back here, Matt.
So there's no leaks then, huh?
Not yet.
Huh.
Whoa. We got a leak. Cycle it again, Matt. Man, it's pouring from there. I think we got more coming out than we do have going in.
Turn it off.
Right here around these injectors.
Yeah, let's break it down then.
Let's do it.
Anytime you start an engine for the first time, there's always a ton of stuff pops up. All that stuff is popping up when we're trying to get these twin turbos fired up on the 63 Chevy.
So if you look right here inside the fuel rail, you can see where it rubbed off the anodized coating. What was happening is if you shove it back in there, it was cocked to the side, making that metal rub on that inner fit and wasn't allowing our O-ring to seal off properly. Fuel rail, we're gonna go ahead and have to replace the whole rail.
Oh, these ones are O-ring fit.
With this engine sitting so long, we're gonna go ahead and just replace both sides.
Ready to hear it or what?
Yeah, man. It's been 2 years now I've been ready to hear this thing. A little nervous.
Yeah.
Let's see if that did it.
I'm gonna go ahead and crank it over without ignition.
Do it one more time. Hold that.
What's going on?
I don't know. I seen the valve cover moving. Maybe we should pull them off and take a look. This valve cover shouldn't be moving at all. It looks like we got popcorn popping inside of this thing.
Oh yeah, I can see it. See that metal shavings on the rocker right here where it's been hitting the valve cover on the two outer ones.
Right here where they were hitting, a lot of times you'll get little metal shavings like this one here that just popped off. On these motors, they run real tight bearing clearances, and that right there will cost you a motor. That's a good catch before we fire this thing up. Seems like it's always a hit or miss on these aftermarket covers.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's hit on this one. We'll grab another set.
With the old damaged valve covers replaced with the new ones, we're ready to get feeling lucky this time.
Let's do it.
Come on, man. Hell yeah. That engine sounds so bad. Walter is gonna go crazy. 1,000 horsepower? Man, we got this.
Got it.
2 years.
Cool, man. Let's just get this thing buttoned up. Just everything roadworthy.
Right ass. Ready? Go for it.
All right. Now that it's back from paint, of course, I want to lower this 61 Caddy to the floor. But first, Jamie and Elu got to get this old suspension out of the way. So come on, let's get this thing tore up. Get the springs out, shocks, factory suspension, cut everything out. Get it bottomed out so we can take a couple of measurements and everything. We'll go from there.
Okay, all right, I got it.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, man.
These old caddies set on coils, which was top of the line in the 60s. But we'll tear it all out and replace it with top of the line custom air ride. So basically, it'll be suspended on airbags. It's a more modern look and a way smoother ride.
Okay, so basically we're gonna get rid of these older links and put our 2-link.
Got it, Jaime? Yeah, buddy.
Aside from the airbags, we fabricate the entire suspension from scratch.
Bolt that up on the back here. I'm gonna start putting this one together.
We tuck these airbags up where the old springs are mounted.
Alright.
Let's see if it fits now.
We're gonna find out in a minute. What I'm doing now is screwing it up to see if this drive shaft fits. Turn this way.
Yeah, we're bottomed out right here.
Alright. Can you give that light right there for?
And you're gonna have to notch that part out. Whenever you add new parts to a frame, it rarely fits perfectly until we make it fit. Issues are always a problem when you're installing air suspension. So it looks like right here we're gonna have to cut this cross member out a little bit and go back in and re-brace it up.
Let's get it all bottomed out again.
There?
Almost.
I'm on it.
Ooh. What? Check that out. Ooh. Woo!
You know, call out the mariachi band?
Hell yeah.
You can't leave a hole in the frame. So we're fabricating a brace and welding it to make it strong as ever. And then we'll install the airbags.
Cadillac trim is hard to find. You can find some online. There's nothing like touching it, seeing it, and looking at it in person. When I thought about 61 Cadillac trim, first thought, Shorty's. Shorty. So Shorty's got a little bit of a reputation in Houston.
What's up,
Slouch? I did that to you.
Scared the out of me.
Brother, how you doing?
I'm good, good. How's it going?
He's known by everybody in the lowrider scene. Everybody goes to Shorty.
What do you need?
Man, here's the deal. We tore down a 61 Cadillac convertible, took all the trim off, none of it's good. I mean, everything shiny ain't shiny. Man, if you got anything...
We might have something stashed around here somewhere.
Show me what you got. I love places like Shorty's. It's like a treasure hunt. Man, dude, I need this for my living room.
This probably used to belong to Elvis Presley.
Nah!
$1,500, man, is yours.
Man, 1,500? I was thinking more like 150. Shorty's got a well-earned rep as a tough negotiator.
Here, don't drop it.
Heavy. Man, that one looks good. What all we got? Let's check it out. Can I open it up?
Yes, sir.
That's a nice piece.
This is all original.
All original, re-chrome plated, repolished.
1961 Cadillac chrome trim pieces, chrome in general, any of the shiny? All right, so let's work on a number. I'll take all this stuff as long as the price is right.
Well, yeah, at least $6,500 for this, man.
Golly. Man, there's just no way we could pay that much.
Give me a number.
Man, $3,000.
Oh, man, we can't do $3,000.
It's got to be bottom dollar for me to go back to Bill with this. Let's say $5,000 and throw in the hood.
No, 55, man. 55 is the least.
Shorty's definitely beat me up on the price. Sure enough, got it down a little bit, but he stood his ground. He knows what the parts are worth, and they are worth that much. All right, I'll take it.
All right.
Thank you, Shorty.
Load this stuff up.
Let's do it. We got everything we need, and not only was it chrome and ready, it was new old stock that had been re-chromed to show chrome. Can't get any better than that. Bill gonna be happy when I show back up with this stuff.
Sounds like you gonna get a steak dinner tonight.
Man. Man, you never know, huh?
Justin and Matt got those twin turbos up and running on the 63 C10. And man, I can't wait to get this thing tested out. But before we do that, Heath and John panels.
Hey, Heath, come here for a second.
What you got, brother?
Man, trying to get these press grills done. They got the press tied up over there right now. I don't want to wait around for an hour and a half. Got any suggestions?
Man, I got a special tool just for that, brother.
What you got?
It's called a 300-pound Heath press. The 300-pound Heath press is a very, very delicate machine. If you don't know how to use it, you can hurt yourself. Let me show you how we do this here. Take this sucker right here. Make sure you're lined up. Apply even pressure. And then you gotta kind of...
Oh, you do the Heath shuffle.
Yeah. Make sure your sides are flat all the way around.
Oh, we got it.
And now, see, we got a nice press grill.
We're gonna patent that. Well, the Heath Press 300 worked out great. These kick panels have turned out kick-ass. A little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of thought process, it goes a long way and gives you a good finished product.
I promised Walter 1,000 horsepower with this custom engine, so I asked him to meet me at the shop. We're gonna drive down together and test this thing out on the...
What's up? Is ready? Bill called me over at Extensive today, and what I find, my truck was done.
Man, I don't know if you're ready for this, man.
I'm ready for it, man. I've been waiting for this truck for a long time, so I'm ready.
Man, so many hours went into building this truck. It is really great to see it roadworthy. Man, check it out. We put all the new windows in, track, everything, got all that buttoned up. You don't even need it.
Okay.
You know, when it goes up and down fine, but still leave them up because you got all new
got an AC, you know, keep it from sweating. AC, you know I'll be needing that because a brother like to sweat a lot, baby, like Keith Sweat.
And check out the inside.
Damn. Oh, got a push button.
It's an old looking stereo, but it's all Bluetooth, so you just play everything off your phone. Check this out.
I gotta check out this sound. Bill told me this truck was gonna boom, boom, boom. It made me wanna dance, baby. I was just going back. This is sick, man. This is sick, man. I love this, man. This is nice. Okay.
I got the dyno all set up.
Can we check it out
See
now?
what's up. That's where we going.
Okay, let's go.
You
to the
drive.
dyno. Oh, I get to drive?
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is going to be... All right, I'm the dyno.
You know, Walter's been on my ass to make sure this thing makes 1,000 horsepower.
Man, you still got to show me how this thing works now.
Man, hit the key right here.
Okay.
You know, this is about to be the test. You know, the dyno is going to prove one way or another if we did our job or not.
In the shop?
Yeah, just back right in. The dyno's right there. Okay. We're at the dyno shop with the 63 C10. A dyno is basically a treadmill for vehicles. You know, this LS twin turbo, hand built the way it is. If this thing doesn't make 1,000 horsepower, nothing will. We'll strap the truck in, make a run, we'll see how much horsepower it has.
Oh, I hear something coming on.
Here it comes.
Christina is coming alive. Matt, come on, let's get it, baby.
Oh, we good in there. We good in there. Doing a little adjustment myself right now.
Okay.
Every time, you know, more fuel, more air, more spark. He is fine-tuning this just to get the most amount of power we can out of it. All right, man, here we go. Here's the test. Did we do our job? Didn't we? We're about to find out.
Let's go, baby! 1,000!
Right there. Dude, that had to be close. If that ain't it had to be close, Walt.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
What number you asked for, guys?
What we got?
1,080 to the tire.
Woo! Bill, knocked it out of the park, baby. 1,080. Thank you. The whole crew love y'all. I told you. I told ya. I knew you could do it. You know, I always had confidence in you, man. I knew you could do it. 1,080. Beat it. There it is, baby, right there. On the paper. Certified.
Man, that thing looks good. We finished the install of the air suspension on the 61 Cadillac. Now I'll take a sneak peek on the wheels and tires because I can't wait to see them. Man, it clears good. Perfect. I love the big wheel. I love the nice thin spokes. Man, it complements this car perfectly. Yeah. I mean, it's really going to be impressive. The only thing that isn't impressive right now is drums.
You're right. Thank God.
Yeah, we don't have time to make anything, so please do your research. Let's get something coming in.
Big brakes.
Bigger the better.
What color calipers?
Make them calipers match your hat. As a custom builder, I'm not sure I'm ever satisfied. Right up until the last minute, I'm always looking to up our game. Even in places you never look, like the trunk.
I remember at one point of this process, we thought this was a good idea.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Heath and John, hand making this custom trim is a lot of work. But in the end, it's all worth it.
Here, make a decorative trim piece to get a cool, modern and kind of classic look. This is just basically a two-part epoxy, and we add a black pigment to it. What it does is it's going to give us our nice, shiny surface and also hold all of our aluminum strips in place. All right, that's it.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing.
I'm laying out the V on this custom caddy trunk. So when you open up that trunk, you're going to see that cool-ass V running right across the back. It's going to look awesome. And this is a freehand cut. RV right here. We chose to go with this design because it is a Cadillac staple, basically an old hot rod staple too. And it's just a V that represents V8 in most of these Cadillac vehicles. Barely made that corner. Now we'll set it in here, see how she looks. Oh yeah, look at that. See how the 3D just really makes this thing work.
John.
Tim.
We got a problem. Half that rag joint's missing off the steering. Rag joints were used back in the day to connect the steering shaft to the gearbox. If this thing goes out and breaks while you're driving, you just lose all your steering. This should be a whole piece that goes all around, looks like a donut, and make one joint. But right now, had to been making noise if they would have ever driven it. And once you keep turning, eventually it's just gonna wear this out to where it's just gonna not safe.
Got the new NOS rag joint.
This is what it looks like when it's good. This is what came out of the car. This would have went out when they were driving. It would have been big problems on the road. We need to get it fixed. It's like anything else. You wouldn't want your family in it, and I wouldn't want mine. So let's make it right.
All right.
Ready?
Hell yeah.
She's running, but she does not sound good at all. A little bit more tuning, and we'll have her purring like a kitten. Is this a license plate frame? What do we got going on here?
Yeah, that's a license plate frame. I think we need to take that out of there.
That's why you don't buy cars when you're drinking.
One of the things we're known for here at Extensive is fixing other people's shoddy work.
To the tree of shame.
That was cut for a purpose. Terrible purpose.
With all those crappy pieces, we decided to start building the tree of shame. That started about 15 years ago, and at this point, it's actually casting a lot of shade.
Where we gonna put it at?
I'm not sure. If somebody would have just done their job right the first time, we wouldn't be standing here right now having this discussion, trying to make a decision, but...
Tree of shame.
Ready? It's in its forever home now.
Let's go get some tacos, man.
I like tacos.
The 61 Caddy is almost ready for show. Heath and John have really outdone themselves on this red-on-red interior. That thing's looking good, man. Looking real good.
I like it. A lot of leather, a lot of pain in the ass, but it came out sweet. Got something serious I want to talk to you about, though. You know, this thing is bright red. You know, it's a Cadillac. The gentleman who owns it has Tex-Mex restaurants.
Heath, come on, man. I got stuff to do. What?
Thinking about calling it Cadiente.
Cadiente?
Right up top, right here. Do like some embossing and some
I was just about to tell you, we need a little filler here.
Yes, sir.
Cadiente.
Cadiente.
This caddy was missing a little something, and the Cadiente really ties this build together. Once again, Heath comes through.
First, we cut out the original Cadillac font with the plasma. And now, I'll emboss it onto the leather. So you can kind of center it up. Line that up on there. Put it down in the vise. We just crank the hell out of it. Let's see if I didn't mess it up too bad. There it is.
All that's left of these final pieces of chrome. I can't wait to give this to Stan's wife, Sheila, away. Stan and I worked out the perfect surprise. He invited all their friends to his hangar, packed with his really rare, impressive collection of classic cars.
Cheers! Many more years.
Well, I got a little something up my sleeve. A little anniversary surprise.
Really?
Yeah, you're used to that, right?
What is it?
You don't need to know. We'll let you know later.
What did you do?
Can't tell you.
Little thinker.
Sheila, In the past 3 months, we've been building you this 61 Cadillac.
I thought my car was here. You have my car?
We've had it for 3 months, and we've been busting our butt.
Lost in the crowd.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You ready to check it out?
I am.
Let's check it out.
Car that we got at the auction. It was silver and now it's red and huge wheels. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Hey, these are the interior guys. This is John.
Oh my God. Thank you.
The interior, it is just totally one-off custom interior from the door panels to the seats and the dash.
Beautiful.
Couldn't have done it without these guys and everybody at the shop. Hey, no matter what they look like, they get the job done.
We do all right.
I know when we got it, we just had parts in the trunk, parts here and there, didn't run. We got the thing running, sprayed it Viper red. Every piece of the chrome has been polished, redone. Look at the custom billet, 22-inch wheels.
I love those wheels. Oh my gosh, 22s. I love 22s.
Every bit of the suspension, there's nothing 61 in there anymore. It's all handmade, air suspension, drops completely low on the ground.
That's amazing. Was that your idea?
No, it was Bill's idea. That's what he does.
Heath, John, show her what you have for her. Check it out.
There's more? Wow. That is beautiful. Look. Beautiful.
These guys totally handmade every part and piece of this. Check out what they came up with for the...
Gave it a name for you.
Caliente.
Caliente.
Arriba, arriba. Awesome.
When she opened up the trunk, I couldn't believe the look on her face. She was as surprised as crazy.
Had no idea.
It was nuts, man. It was awesome.
When you see somebody that really respects what you do, they see what you created with your own hands, that makes it all worth it. This is especially made for you.
These guys are amazing. I just turned them loose. Amazing what they did.
Ready to go for a ride?
Awesome.
Let's go for a ride.
There you go, guys.
You dived it too.
You know, this is a great gift. That's their first taste of custom, but hopefully not the last.
What motor this thing got in it?
Texas girl's got her shoes off already.
When that thing around to the corner, everything that I wanted it to be, it was.
It really was. It was amazing.
Seeing her excited, I just get all... My girl, I'm so excited.
Handmade air suspension. You know, laying it out's a big job. Can't wait to see this thing on the ground. I think it's fire.
2016 Lamborghini Aventador.
0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Damn, we need to get this thing a little bit lower to the ground.
The Lambo?
Ain't gonna work.
It ain't, man. Y'all ready to check it out? I'm Bill Carlton. I built my first truck when I was 16. And ever since, me and my guys have been out here creating with our hands. Building the biggest, lowest, baddest custom trucks and cars in the game. People don't come here for what they need. They come here for what they want. This is Texas Metal. Man, it looks like it's on fire over here. Dorian, what's happening?
What's up, man? Spot?
Isabella and Dorian are a great couple. I'm in Houston. They've done work for me in the past, so it's only natural for them to come to me when they want a truck built. What is this?
A Grumman. It's an old bread truck.
You didn't pay anything for this, did you?
Nobody liked it, but I do. I see a lot of
potential
in it.
That's character.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty cool.
Grumman made the first all-aluminum body delivery trucks back in the 1950s. This one from 1963 is a classic.
We want to make it our vendor truck for our apparel company.
Dorian and Isabel just started Sunday Fun Day brand, which is them selling t-shirts at car shows. They want to make this bread truck into a mobile t-shirt company.
It does run, right?
I think it does run.
Man, I hope it runs.
What are we doing?
Well, for sure, I want to slam the thing. As low as it can go.
Flat
on the ground.
Yep.
You know, laying it out's a big job.
And we have to convert it from, straight axle to independent. Probably have to change the different spindles, different rear end. I mean, it's quite a big job.
It's extremely tough to build this suspension, something that Extensive hasn't done before.
Whatever it is, we're up for it.
I like to have a vendor door.
Hinge it from the top so you have a little shade and, quite a big opening.
Inside, I want to keep a bar theme. Would like to have some shirts display in the background.
Some cabinets towards the back.
Correct.
Keep
Cabinets for
stock.
storage. Yeah. On the outside,
very cool. It sounds like it's going to be a good, nice little project.
Do we get to try out the kegerator?
You definitely do.
Deal. So this is going to be a beer drinking, t-shirt selling machine.
Party on wheels. Since we do a lot of car shows, I would like something that is custom. Something that nobody else has.
So as far as colors?
Colors, I think we're going to do like a brush finish and a couple red accents here and there.
So wrap the outside.
Yeah, it's going to get wrapped.
It definitely grabs people's attention to sell more product.
For sure. I want every other vendor to look at us and be like, shoot, I should have gone to build too. There used to be some chickens in there. I had to run them off, so.
Are there chickens in there now?
Maybe.
Yeah. I know I'm not going to be the one getting rid of the smell.
He's getting rid of the smell.
Not happening.
But we definitely got a good game plan, so let's just load this thing up. We'll get going on it.
Sounds good. We should.
Bread truck.
Bread truck. It'll be all right.
Man, you know this thing's gonna be.
Hey, not me.
He already knew.
Man, look at Peaches. It's an unwritten rule at Extensive. The newest guy gets the most disgusting jobs. Good luck, Peaches.
On some projects like this, I like coming in and figuring everything out before everybody gets started. Getting a feel for what needs to be done and just kind of laying out a path for my guys to go down. You want everything you do to fit the vehicle, to add to the appeal. The world of custom is making it cool and people not really knowing why it's so cool. Timmy,
the hell's this?
It's a 63 Grumman old bread truck.
Grumman because it's grungy and ugly?
Like, a lot of bread loaves been delivered in this sucker.
They're about to fall apart. What's the plan?
It doesn't matter what Dorian paid for this old truck. Whatever we build at Extensive, it's our full attention. I want to make it super custom so it can slam on the ground with in-shop, handmade air suspension. Then hold up these 3 tons of metal year after year. We'll add a vendor door to sell.
This front end's ugly. I mean,
it is ugly. They weren't worried about any kind of style delivering bread back in 1963. We'll torch the old bumper and grill off and we'll add something with a little more style.
Make it lower, cooler, paint.
I think the best solution for a vehicle like this is just going ahead and wrapping it. I prefer paint, but that gets expensive on these corporate builds where they want to change up every 6 months. Inside is a bar theme with dark wood and displays for their t-shirts. I'll add a jump seat so husband and wife can ride together to the car shows, and a kegerator with taps on the outside for the customers.
Making money and drinking beer.
It don't get better than that. Right?
Good deal.
Ready to torch this stuff up?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Before we build anything, the guys need to tear out the wheels, the grill, and that rusty old straight axle suspension.
You have all this rust, it'd be a little bit easier to knock these bolts off.
You got your tetanus shot?
Hopefully we won't need it. Getting through this rust ain't gonna be easy.
Can't even get a wrench on the bolt.
I'm gonna go get the torque.
All right.
How much for that rusted old bolt? Shocks out. Got it. We got this lead spring on this side loose. We're gonna hop onto the other side and get that one freaking loose. And we'll drop the whole front end off. With most of the front suspension ripped out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and start torching off the rear leaf springs and axle. Put in this new rear end and start mocking up the rear suspension.
The body on this Grumman is aluminum, which makes this body lighter, but the entire frame is steel, so it's still really big and heavy. I want to mount the big bag, back here up underneath the frame and coming down off the axle. To properly support all this weight, we're designing extra strong 4-link mounts for the suspension. As the bag inflates, it'll raise and these out, man. We'll get it mocked up. Cool.
So I got my template that Bill gave me. We're gonna go back to the drawing board, draw it up on the computer. Let the computer cut it out on the plasma. Clean it up, get it ready for weld. And then put it back up on the truck. We're mocking up the 4-link mounts to measure where the bar needs to go.
We have to bend the bars to swing over this way so the bolts will clear the frame.
How far in do you think we're gonna have to go?
1.5 inches. I got the angle figured out. I guess I can go ahead and start bending them.
Now Rudy's welding in the crossbar, which supports the upper bag mount.
Rodolfo.
Hey, what's up? Man. Your well's getting better and better and better. I see it. You putting the panhard bar on?
Yeah, so I got the crossbar on here. I know we wanted to put it further back.
Second over. The crossbar is welded in place, but now we don't have room for the panhard bar. We definitely need the panhard bar because that keeps the truck from swaying side to side.
Ain't gonna work.
It ain't. Making everything custom like the air suspension on this Grumman, sometimes you don't see a problem till it's right in front of you, and the solution can actually make a better design. Tell you what, instead of tying it together like this, why don't you come off of the very bottom, come up to the center and back down, just bend the pipe and we'll cut the top part of the bend off so it'll look cool and be very strong and make room for the panhard bar. Well, I'm going to remake the center support bar for the 2 upper bag mounts so we can tie it in through the frame so that all the weight transferred throughout the bag mounts into the frame and just support it even better. Now the pipe's all bent. Take it over to the vertical bandsaw, notch it, cut the end off the pipe. It ought to fit right in place. Perfect. Let's ground that real quick and we'll tack it up.
So we got our new bar in. This bar is going to actually be a little bit better than the one we had in there previous. Now we got plenty of room.
Our motto is bagging the best, fixing the rest. And Extensive has built its reputation on custom air suspension. Oh, dude! We can bag pretty much anything on wheels. Big or small, fast or slow, we can raise them up or drop them low. The Lambo? It's the Aventador. That thing is bad. This 2016 Aventador is one of Lamborghini's fastest on the market, and that really says something. 691 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. This thing is basically a race car. So when I got the call, I jumped on it.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, man.
What's up?
Good morning.
Okay.
You know, Marcos owns one of Houston's largest concrete companies. He works long hours, busts his ass, but he takes his play very seriously, which I can definitely appreciate.
This is what I got, 2016 Ventador. Every single option available from the dealer, but man, I feel like I'm missing something. I want you to, I don't know, make it stand out a little bit more.
Something to set you apart from the other two in Houston?
Basically.
You know, Lamborghini made a couple thousand of these cars, but guys like Marcos, he's got to have one of one.
So what you think?
Well, first thing, we need to get this thing a little... Some people say you can't drop a Lamborghini any lower because they're built with such precision, but we can do it. Definitely change the wheels out. Just something that really just sets a statement when you're going down there.
I like that, dude.
Yeah.
I like that. Want to look at the inside on this thing?
Man, this thing is nice, Marcos. I don't know if I'd get too deep in it because you always constantly trading these things. Man, we don't want to devalue it at all.
For sure.
The key to customizing a Lambo is to make it stand out while retaining its value and performance. Because, come on, everybody had a Lamborghini poster in their room at some point. Question is, how's it drive?
Yes, you need to find out.
We definitely need to check that out.
You ever seen him drive?
I can't wait to get this thing back to Extensive. This is going to be a fun one.
Man, matches my red hat. Employee Appreciation Day?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's
You
bad.
wish, huh?
Man, what are we even going to do to this car?
Then we're going to set him apart. Lamborghinis are known for their top-of-the-line engineering, so I want to compliment its performance fiber front spoiler, side blades, and wing. A set of red anodized wheels, and a new set of springs to drop this thing low as it can go.
Man, what a sharp car.
And we need to get these parts going, man. Let's get it rolling.
Got it? All right.
Speaking of rolling, this guy.
How fast were you driving?
I'm going to have Tim and John start working on the Lambo. And I ain't got to tell you, we got to be super, super careful. No mistakes. Right. Literally can't afford any mistakes on this thing.
We're unbolting the old yellow stock springs off these struts, and we're going to be installing some new lowering springs that will allow this Aventador to go even lower. Got you a present, buddy. Not only that, we're going to color match these lowering springs to match the car. While we're waiting on paint, John and I are removing the stock carbon fiber pieces. Before we did anything, it was already scraping the ground. And of course, Bill,
this is already lower than that one. Man, that's going to be awesome. Tim and John are installing a lower, wider front lip on Marcos's 2016 Lamborghini.
My helper, you got it.
I got it. It's designed to decrease air pressure and reduce drag.
Extra careful, Tim.
When you're bolting on the carbon fiber pieces, you need to be really careful. Real lightweight, but the stretch is super easy. If something goes wrong, you just can't really fix it, so that's what sucks. Now we've installed carbon fiber blades, it's time to put on the wheels. The red and the black are going to offset black windows, red paint.
We got to mount this face down, so the fun part is lining these jaws up in between these spokes so they don't make contact with them.
Do it.
Tight, tight, tight. Really, really close. Gonna change the whole appearance of it once they're mounted up on there.
It'd be badass.
Lowered.
Yeah, let's check it out. With the wheels in place, we're going to lower the body to just above the danger zone.
Look a lot better.
Hell yeah.
The shop did a great job knocking out the lowering springs real quick, and the red gives it the extra flair we're looking for. And we get these on, we can adjust the front suspension, and we will drive this thing.
Who's taking it first, you or me?
I'll take it for the weekend. You can have it next week.
It'll be wore out by then.
These new springs have the tension and the length to drop the Lambo to the ground. But I wouldn't recommend it. About 3 inches.
You gonna measure it as I'm dropping it?
And we're about 4 inches right now, John. Okay. See if we can adjust it a little bit more. Get about 1 inch out of it, and that'll be perfect.
All right.
John's adjusting the springs in the front. When we adjusted the rear, we don't want it sitting like this. So we're gonna take the front down to the same amount and just be 1 inch lower all the way around. A little more. Tighten it right there.
All right, let me tighten it up real quick. What are we looking like?
I think we're good all the way around. It measures out. What we'll do is let it drive around a little bit and settle. We'll double check everything. Other than that, I think we're good.
It's been a busy few days at Extensive. We're almost done fabricating the suspension on the Grumman bread truck.
So how was the day last night?
It went good until the transmission went out.
Transmission went out.
Dude, she did help push.
She might be a keeper then, huh?
Yeah.
We did good on the back suspension, Rudy. Let's get this front end and let's get this thing going down the road. We're securing the new cross mirror by welding it directly to the frame.
Hold up. That one got in my pants.
This will make it strong enough to support the front suspension.
Gotta make one more little cap here. That's it.
Now that John and Rudy have locked the cross member in place, we'll mock up the rest of the system with the wheels and tires.
Jeez. I think I'm bloated.
Come on, man, let's get it mocked up. Cross members in. We got the wheel where we need it. The next step is building the lower control arm. So let's just mock it up real quick with some tubing. The control arm connects the wheel to the frame down the road. Rudy, you already know what to do, man. Take it over the table and make 2 lowers.
We're gonna use the mock up here to set up a jig. So the main thing here, I need to replicate the same angle. So whenever the arm travels, it's gonna have enough room to go up and down, and a ball joint won't bind up. This is gonna be the key part of this control arm here. Once I get this figured out, and situated and tacked up, then I just go ahead and start building the actual arm.
Because the Grumman is so heavy, we need to make them extra strong at a 1-inch Schedule 80 tubing. Once the bag is bolted to the control arm, it'll pivot on the cross member, and the truck will lower down once the bag is deflated.
Man, that looks good. Wheels stay straight, camber's staying perfect. I mean, all the way up, all the way down. I can't stand when you let the air out of something and just the crate looks broke. You know, that's the advantage of building the pivot points where you want them in the suspension, because you can just keep the control arms going perfect. Let it down one more time. Going to be a badass bread truck.
Because the bumper and grill stick out, the front of this bread truck never looked right to me.
This old Grumman needs to have a custom grill. The old grill just wasn't cutting it.
When you see a car coming at you, one of the first things you see is the grill. So it kind of sets the tone for the whole vehicle. You want something with a little style to it. I'm gonna start by drawing out a new perimeter for the new grill and have Rudy burn it out. That's the definition of custom, is you want clean, smooth, flowing lines that fits it perfect and not too gaudy or flashy. That's really gonna set this whole front of this whole truck off. It's like a mouth, huh? With some teeth in it. All right, we're ready for Rudy to transfer the dimensions of the grill to the plasma cutter. He'll burn it at a 1/2 inch aluminum. To add a little extra style, you get John to bevel the edges.
plasma cut this piece out, it cut it at a beveled angle. So I'm gonna use a flush trim bit to follow the very top edge, and that's gonna cut all this extra slag and stuff off, square this piece up, make it nice and smooth and neat. After I get it smoothed up and flushed, I'll build around the outside of it and actually put a shape to it. All right, 1 Grumman grill, ready for polish.
With the suspension built, John's installing the air compressors. These compressors will enable this big old truck to raise up or lay all the way on the ground.
All right, we should be good right there. This is a supply line for the rocker switches and this air gauge, which we'll be mounting right here. And the rocker switch is right here, right under the gauge. And this one will control your up and down movement. And once this is all done, we'll be able to get all 6,500 pounds lifted up.
Man, I can't wait to see this thing on the ground. This thing was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ready to drop it?
Man, you do the honors here.
Tear it up?
Yeah. You ready to drop it?
Sir.
You got power?
Yep.
The Grumman bread truck needed an extra large, completely custom suspension system. Now to see it flat out for the very first time. John, you ready?
Yes, sir.
We've been waiting a long time for this.
Ready?
Man, let's do it. That looks good.
Come check it out.
Good work. Man, it looks good. I'd love to say we're almost done, but man, we're not even close. All right. John and Heath have a huge task ahead, making this bare aluminum look like a neighborhood pub. At least it doesn't smell like chickens anymore.
You know what's next? Cut a hole and turn on the air conditioner.
Yeah.
That has to go up there. I don't know how in the hell we're gonna get that up there. All right, the awkward elephant walk.
I don't know about this, man. Look at that roof.
I know.
It's already sagging.
That's why you're gonna crawl on there, not me.
This will be fun.
All right, I'm gonna get underneath, see if we can line this sucker up.
It's like urban surfing up here.
All right, right there, we're good.
I bet it looks terrible on the roof under there.
John, you gotta come check this out, brother. We gotta figure out something.
Oh man, that's terrible. The thing's sagging bad. It's gonna leak like a sieve.
I think we can go in here and make some braces, man, that come from this beam to this beam. Straight across, pop that sucker up. That way it'll strengthen this roof back up from all the crap we cut out of there. You don't have that issue.
Yeah, and it'll hold the weight of the unit better.
Yeah.
That'll probably work.
Done deal.
Oh yeah. Science.
Science.
All right, let's get this wall put up. We'll move on to the roof.
We cut each board separately because we keep the grain going through the whole piece. So we have to cut each full-length piece into separate sections. We're attaching the wood with a combination of glue and nails. It's not our usual interior, but it's going to look pretty kick-ass.
I think that's about as far as we can go.
I'll let you do the honors today, Timmy. Dorian and Isabel want to sell t-shirts and apparel for their company Sunday Fun Day, so we're going to cut a vendor door in the side of the Grumman. Hell yeah.
I'm ready to see this door fits.
We're securing this pre-made door for easier access, like a glove, and a quick install. All right.
Yes, sir. How can I
help you? I'm selling tacos, ice cream, t-shirts, and hey, it's talking to you.
Tim and John are bolting the new wing on the Lamborghini. Then it's good to go. You know, I hate seeing this one go, but Marcos wants it back. To deliver this 2016 Lamborghini back to Marcos, I asked him to meet me at the local airport.
What's going on, Bill?
What's up, man? You know, the reason I picked this spot, there's a lot of open runways, and Marcos can get down on it.
I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
I think you're really going to be impressed with this.
Oh, man. Look at that thing, dude. Wow. That's awesome, dude. Look at that front, bro. Man. Oh, dude. You gotta be kidding me, dude. That thing even go lower, dude. Man, Bill, you went above and beyond, brother. Oh, dude. Tim. What the hell, dude?
Look a little different.
Man, you guys, they did it awesome. Man, dude.
Low enough for you?
I was not expecting that low, but that was cool, man. Look at those wheels. You went above and beyond on those wheels, dude.
You see the stance, man. We had to make that thing a little lower, man. You
For
just
sure.
had too much fender well gap.
All I can tell you, go through extensive, and it goes down.
Man, the other thing, remember in the back when you look through the wing right here?
Right.
Man, we got you some different ones. And then Bill couldn't let them go black, so he painted them to match the car to give a little bit different touch.
That looks cool as hell, dude.
Just to stand you apart from everybody else.
Definitely.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Bill just did the right thing for me. I mean, it was just perfect. Looks really cool on the outside, dude. But how this thing drives now?
Let's go see.
Was it worth the wait? Oh, yeah. Man, I mean, suspension, it feels great, dude. It feels like better than what they used to be.
Hell yeah.
I was kind of worried a little bit. I mean, every time that anybody tell you, I'm going to mess with that suspension on you, Lamborghini, you know, it's like, what?
There's a huge belief out there lowering a car, especially a sports car, hurts the performance. Man, I love proving naysayers wrong.
So what you think, man? Is this what you wanted?
This is awesome,
You ready to do this, Timmy? The front end design hasn't changed since delivering bread in 1963. New grill and bumper. Let's take this off. We'll cut the little lip off. Roll this in the roller, the same as this. Then we can roll the grill. Let's do it. I'm gonna roll this lower panel to fit the curve on the front of the bread truck. My dad's old 1920s roller is still coming in handy. It looked just like this in exactly this condition as long as I can remember. Now that it's curved to the front of the truck, that'll work. We'll secure it with a few rivets and get going on the bumper. The 63 Grumman now has a completely handmade custom suspension. To make a stronger first impression, we grabbed an old Chevy bumper that I think will work. Now we just need to make it fit.
The body will be pretty much like this when we're done. But right now, as you can see, we're hitting here. So we need to remove this excess frame rail. Now this looks more like a modern bumper. Okay, turn it. All right, hold it there real quick.
Yeah, I think we got it, Timmy. We got the bumper where it needs to be, right width. Got it split down the middle. Now we just need to come in, fill this 5-inch little gap. That'll bring everything together. When we're done, This new bumper is going to look like it should have been designed this way. I like it, man. It's way, way nicer, all sucked in, pushed back, and it fits really, really good to the truck. Looks like it came that way from the factory. The only seat in the delivery truck was the driver's seat. Because this is for a husband and wife team, we're going to add another. So we're making support beams to tie a jump seat into.
Dipping the toilet cooler off.
We're using square tubing and plates so we can bolt it in the truck.
What you got, Timmy? Need the welder?
This will go right there. I'll cut 2 pieces from the center.
Let's do it.
Got me a job now. Very important part of the build.
Tim is building the center to bolt this seat in place.
Come on, man. Let's put this sucker in.
Up a little bit, right there. A few welds here and there, and it's good to go. Now you can sit on it.
This is good, man. So I think it'll hold the weight of a grown-ass man?
I guess we got the one to try it out. What do you think, Tim?
Come on, man. Let's get on there.
See what she does. Good luck. Ain't going nowhere. Hold my hand.
It was only rated for 180 pounds.
Well, you made it better because it held 300.
Because this is a corporate build, we really want the customers to see this thing from a mile away. We've created a great design, and it's a huge challenge wrapping this entire bread truck, but John and Jose are definitely up for it.
With these old builds, there's a lot of issues that come up. This one, it's not completely flat. There's a lot of different curves, different shapes, small body work here and there, some hinges and bolts that we have to work around. It's nothing that we can't handle. Once the vinyl's all installed and it's all matched up, we use a little heat and our squeegees and work down every seams and body panels and QC it, and then we're done. Yeah, this is gonna look sick.
Dorian and Isabel want to serve beer out of this truck, so I asked Heath and John to install taps for the kegerator.
Just cut a hole, put an extra tap out here, where we can party on the outside while they party on the inside.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's get the keg in here and get to drinking some beer.
We got these in. Now we'll just get inside. We're gonna plumb up our taps. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Tied into the kegerator so that we get beer all the way to the back. All we got is one vital component left. The keg. To the liquor store.
Let's get it.
There's one more part I need fabricated for the grill. Hold up. Man, I need you on this. Like, immediately. Jesse's my man to get it done. It's going to be pretty difficult welding this thing, man, because you got the real thick aluminum to the real thin aluminum. So just concentrating the heat on this without just totally distorting this whole thing is going to be difficult.
This will mess us up. Do we have another piece?
No, but hurry up.
If I mess this one up, it's going to set us back about a day or two or more. When I start to TIG, I gotta feed the rod into it at the same time as I'm pushing in with the torch. That way they can fuse together before the mist starts melting and messing up the grill.
One and done. Jesse did a great job as usual. Now to paint this thing black to tie in with the wrap.
Make it look good, man.
Okay. Before painting the grill, Harold's body working out every nick and scratch.
Just got out of the shop, headed to pick up a neon sign for the bread truck we're building. Luckily, I get to get out and see Houston. I have to constantly be on top of these parts. When the guys are building vehicles, They need parts.
Is everything?
Man, it's everything. And if they don't have the parts when they're ready to put it on, then it costs time. And time is money. So basically, my job before they need it. My entire life, I've been in and around shops, specifically working on trucks. So it's really cool working at Extensive. Being affiliated with a shop that's known all over the world, man, it just doesn't get any better than that.
How you doing, Spot? Got me ready to roll? Think so.
Oh man, that looks super cool. Dude, it's exactly what we wanted. Very cool.
Before we give this red truck back to Dorian and Isabel, as a t-shirt selling machine, there's a couple more things we need to check off our list.
We got the truck all wrapped up. Now we just have one more thing to do, is just add the wrap to the wheels. Pretty much the whole theme of the vehicle is red and black. There's not much left on it that's polished, so just to help tie in with the whole theme itself, we're adding the same graphic design to the wheels itself.
Man, that looks good, huh? I know it's a lot of work, Timmy, but man, when it's coming down the road at you, right? Let's get the grill on this thing and top it off. Man, Timmy, this thing looking good.
That looks real good.
Kind of completes the whole truck.
I'm super excited to see what the truck looks like. I have a vision for it, and I knew if anyone could make this happen, it would be Bill.
I asked Dorian and Isabel to meet me at the 8th Wonder Brewery in downtown Houston. Every weekend they host an event here. Vendors are selling food, drinks, you name it. Very soon there'll be a one-off custom truck selling Sunday Fun Day t-shirts. Hey, thank you guys for bringing all the merchandise today. Soon it'll have a nice home in the new van.
Good. I'm tired of hauling that in the back of our truck.
Yeah. Y'all ready to check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
He's mad.
I'm shaking.
When that thing hit the floor, man, they loved it.
Oh my God, this thing looks amazing. He went way beyond my expectations.
What's up? Y'all ready to sell some shirts? How you doing?
Good.
You know, Rudy, as well as everybody at the shop, they always come through. I mean, this is just a prime example of just teamwork and my guys making it happen.
Yes.
Great. And we started off by doing the air suspension on it. We converted the front straight axle to independent, handmade every part and piece of it. When this big old truck pulls up, slams to the ground, you can't help but take notice.
So excited to take it to shows.
Custom-made wheels for this truck. And to give it the wow factor, we made a whole new bumper and grill. So the front of this truck is sleek and streamlined.
Looks amazing.
Cut the whole side out and vendor door on the side so you can sell all your product. You know, Pixelworks did a great job wrapping it.
2 colors, embossed, printed everywhere. That blew my mind.
Of course, we have your
beer
taps for you. Everything on it is going to help you promote your business and draw people to it.
Yeah, this is everything we've ever wanted. This is everything that we need. I just can't wait to get in there and start selling our merchandise. This is amazing!
You open the door, those guys were just blown away. I mean, they had no idea. You know, you wanted the bar feel.
Yeah. Yes!
So, this is awesome.
This is crazy!
Don't smell any more chickens in there.
This is amazing!
get everything just real nice and subtle, it looks awesome.
I knew you guys were the ones to come to help us out with this build.
I think she likes it.
I think it's awesome, man.
You guys ready to check out the taps? Yeah! Well, cool. Let's get the product loaded up. We're ready to sell some. Here you go, buddy.
Once we open up our doors, the people just flooded the truck.
You have like extra small or small?
Yes, ma'am.
Today is a great day. I mean, it's making them some money. I mean, that's what we built it for. That's what they need.